Shalom. All praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David, the elect. To you I say Shalom. Okay, I want to go in on this lesson about basically when moments that, I was watching a video earlier, and, a brother was, a new brother in the faith, was talking about how, there's no one around when he doesn't have any brothers with him. He's out there by himself, and he feels like he's talking to nobody and nobody's hearing him. And if somebody even walked up to him and said, "Hey, are you talking to yourself?" Okay, so this is what you have to realize about doing the work of the Heavenly Father, that those who are meant intended to hear shall hear. A matter of fact, let me start off with another verse. All right, I'm flowing in the spirit with this. I didn't have anything pre-planned. It just hopped on me. All right, this is Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath obtained that which he seeketh for the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, so if you're out there and you're prophesying, I was out there for a few years before another brother came around, and Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahshua for sending brother Ba'ar unto me. But fruit doesn't always come easily. It comes when the Lord is ready for it to come, man. That's number one. Secondly, if so what if you're out there by yourself, man? Because you're doing the work of the Lord, man. So it might, if the Lord kept you out there until Jacob's trouble comes, and you're by yourself, hey, so be it, man. You were the only one in that area that Yahweh Shem Shai was intending to save, man. I mean, even if you think about the story of Lot, Lot, it was only out of all of the people there, it was only Lot and his family that were delivered out of that place. Lot and his two daughters. His wife got turned to a pillar of salt. So basically, it just because you're by yourself don't mean you're by yourself. And ultimately, we're speaking through the unicorn anyway. Of course, sometimes you might get no views. Sometimes you might get 1 or 2 views. Hey, so be it, man. And now let me go back to the original verse that I was intending to bring out, because it doesn't matter if you're out there by yourself. Of course, it uplifts your spirit to have other men with you, and it uplifts your spirit for people to listen to you. Hey, but if they're not, so be it, man. That's the way it is, and don't take it so personal. All right, this is Ezekiel 37:9. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the 4 winds, O breath, and breath upon these slain, that they may live. All right, so hey, man, prophesy unto the wind, man. So that means even if it's nobody there, man, prophesy out in the open, even if it's nobody walking around, because, a lot of brothers in the more northern, the colder places, there is going to be times when they're out in the streets and it's not going to be anybody out there, man. It's not going to be anybody walking by. And sometimes our campus, we have people like walking across the street and stuff like that. But some weeks are a little bit drier than other weeks. All right. And sometimes we don't have anybody approach. Sometimes we have a gang of people approach, but prophesy to the wind, man. And the Lord is going to carry your words, man. All right. At the end of the day, you're prophesying, man. You're doing the work that Yahweh Shem Shai has ordained you to do. All right, and it says that the come from the 4 winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So, man, prophesying to the wind, hey, the Lord might you just out there prophesying, you're bringing righteous energy to that area. All right, you're bringing righteous, brothers like to say vibrations. You're bringing that righteous vibration to that area. So the Lord might have it to be where you're out there for weeks, years, months, years, and then next thing you know, somebody who's been searching, finally found you and stumbled upon you, man. That's how it happens. All right. And even if you don't, like I say, even if that never happens, prophesy to the wind, because the angels are reporting your good works and your labor of love back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's what's most important, ultimately. All right. Let me get Philippians really quickly. Because ultimately, yeah, we want to save the elect, but the elect going to be sealed no matter what, man. No matter what. It's nothing that we personally can do to stop or to, well, of course, we can speed it up by hastening the day and putting in more work. But you can't say, hey, it's another elect around here somewhere. I told Brother Ba'ar, like, hey, man, we might be, Lord willing, we might be the only 2 in our area that the Lord was trying to redeem, man. You know, anybody else could have, all the other people can be condemned in this place, you know. Of course, the more things are going to prevail when Jacob's trouble come around, but we'll see about that. This is Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only. All right. See, it says, wherefore ye is always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. All right. So even that's, you know, even when men of the Lord aren't present, when you feel like Yahweh shot, and that's another thing. I always used to say that when I was by myself. I always said, I'm not out. People, you say, why are you out here by yourself? And I used to say, I'm not out here by myself, man. There be more that be with me that be with you. Just like Elisha said, all right? It's just their eyes are closed, man. The angels are all around. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is with you, man. And that's the faith that you have to have. All right. It says, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. All right. So work out your own salvation, man. You can't be worried about, hey, I want to have somebody else with me. Yeah, of course, we want that fruit. We want brothers with us. It's a beautiful thing to have brothers with you, man. But if not, you know, when I was out there before Baar came, I'm like, hey, man, if I got to do this by myself, then I got to do it, man. You know, sometimes jobs have to be done with one man toiling in the field. All right. And so if you make sure you got your hand to the plow, man. You know, if the Lord sends you somebody else, then you try to help that brother, man. All right. But for the time being, just prophesy to the wind. All right. That's all you got to do, man. And the Lord is going to see your righteous works. All right. Let me get Psalms 107. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 102. You know, so the Lord is gonna see all the good things that you are doing for His name and His work. Okay, this is Psalms 102:7. It says, "I watch and am as a sparrow alone upon the housetop." Matter of fact, I'll start up at 6. I am like a pelican of the wilderness. I'm like an owl of the desert. All right, when you see owls, most time they're by themselves, man. You don't see flocks of owls roaming around. Sometimes when they're children in nests, but most time you will see an owl by itself. And an owl is used to represent wisdom. All right, that wisdom, man. It's as an owl in the desert. All right, an owl of the desert, man, out there just watching, doing his job, man, looking around, looking for different things, man, keeping his eye on the watch while everybody else is sleeping. All right, they're nocturnal creatures, and spiritually, that's what we're doing. We're nocturnal creatures. We're awake while everyone else is asleep, man. All right, this is and jumping down to verse 7. I watch and am as a sparrow alone upon the housetop. All right, so you might feel alone, man, but you're not alone. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is with you. The angels are with you. The men of the Lord are with you as well. Just because we're not right now, you know, I'm not with the brothers that's in Detroit. I'm not with the brothers that's in Dallas. I'm not with the brothers that's in Mississippi, you know. But nonetheless, we might feel, in this times you're going to feel alone in this truth. But you're not alone, man. And that's the faith that you have to have. You know, there are 144,000 men doing the same thing that you're doing. All right. And that's the faith and the knowledge that you have to have of your Lord. All right. So even if it's nobody there, man, prophesy to the wind, man. All right. Do that week in and week out. You know, even when you do lessons, we do lessons and to edify the body, Lord willing that other people will hear them. But sometimes, you know, we have videos where we get 0 views, man. All right. But you prophesied, you did the work of the Lord, and the angels saw that, man. And the angels reported it back to Yahweh Shai. All right. So I just wanted to go in on that, quickly and briefly. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Keep pushing, brothers. You call. You are not alone. All right. You have men of the Lord with you. You have the angels. You have Yahweh Shai. All right. And just like Elisha opened the eyes of all of those men to say, let thy eyes be open, and saw all of the chariots round about, man. All right. The chariots are all around about you, watching you. But just because you can't see them does not mean they're not there. All right, so with that, I'm going to say shalom.